everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Carson Wentz's Eagles going up against Smith's Chiefs.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be taken to the back of the end zone, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Throwing on first is Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but, yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
Again, here's Blount. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Wentz now giving to Blount on the draw. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Throwing now is Wentz. His throw incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
It's the Princeton man, the Spencer Ware. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. So the sack of Smith, and now the Chiefs coming up facing 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet? Oh, I've got the exact play to dial up.
That's just a head scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Now Sproles, and he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Wentz now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. big target, guy you can spot pretty easily, put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Throwing is Wentz. And that's caught by Smith. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Wentz to his new target, Smith, for an Eagle first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Flushed out right. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And this is something that you know that they're emphasizing, you know they're working on, but it has to improve. Carson Wentz lost 14 fumbles as a rookie, and the NFL is just different. When you're in the pocket, you're always at risk of that ball being jostled out.
And if memory serves, those 14 fumbles tied with Carson Palmer for most in the NFL. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. They run it here. Ware. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. To throw on second down is Smith. And this one's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing on third down, Smith. They'll leave this for Ware. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. That good for 19 and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Hunt, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On the ground, this is Ware. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. A reminder, coming up tonight, Green Bay visits Atlanta. All sorts of storylines there. A playoff rematch, also the opening of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And then on Monday night, the Giants host the Lions.
So the Giants play on Sunday night and Monday night to open this.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tomahawk, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. The Eagles on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down. They'll run now with Ware. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Third and 2, Smith. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Fletcher Cox in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if, while the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Another big play by Alshon Jeffrey. I think his best days are ahead of him. I think he's ideally suited to help this young quarterback Carson Wentz develop.
He had 13 career 100-yard games coming into the season, and you know in the city of brotherly love, they're hoping for more.
Yeah, just think about Alshon Jeffrey, the catch radius and ability to make plays downfield against smaller defensive backs.
He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up second down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Eagles coming up here on a third and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and forever. Wentz. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Smith. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Smith. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field, and the Steelers there out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Second and 10. Smith again. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Out to the right here to Wilson. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to lead to a third down. Smith. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A Kansas City first down. Smith finding Hill that time. On 1st and 10, Smith. And Hill with it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 more yards there and another first down. So they're operating in the red zone. On the run, it's Ware. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack of Smith, and now the Chiefs coming up facing 3rd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And he's got room. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Wentz now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd in Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. There the Eagles are back within a score. And the lead is down to 2. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Smith now on second down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff here to his running back. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Back to throw, Smith. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And to give this time to the tailback. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Smith going to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They run again with Ware. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They snap it to Smith. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And